What subjects do you engage with the children at with the teaching table?
At the teaching table we do language, math, reading, comprehension. Another key to the Carden teaching table is when they're learning to read, we have comprehension questions that they're asked. The students are then led to find the keyword and the title. We work real hard at building their comprehension, and then they analyze the sentences that we read by discovering keyword and title.
So what you're saying is that a person can learn to read, but they have to have the understanding of the real meaning of the words.
That's correct. And their foundation, the first part of reading is their sounds. If they do not know the rules of the words to break them down, and they do not know the sounds of the consonants and the vowels, then they're lost. So that is their basic foundation that they learn in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. After they have learned that part, then they come in and we start practicing. We start breaking down the sentences. We sound out the words. We build our comprehension so that we understand, after we learn to read, what we have read.
Excellent.
It is. It's an excellent, excellent program.
Is there anything else you can talk about? Talk about more. I've noticed how well behaved the children are. Is there a certain element of following directions that is inherent in the Carden method here at Huntington Beach?
Carden has a very good reputation for having well-mannered students. They are polite and always use their manners with whoever they meet. If they're playing on the playground with other children or they're meeting adults, we are always respectful and polite. Some of the main aspects of Carden Huntington Beach is that we have good listening skills. We practice our routines and procedures in the classroom, which really gets them embedded in the children so that they know exactly what is expected of them. We also follow directions very well. And if you are not being a good listener and following directions, there's a lot you could miss.
So there's a certain element of, there's a base socialization that has to take place at the younger levels.
Yes.
Wherein the children have to learn to listen properly, so they're not making noise and talking to each other, they're actually listening to their teacher. And then the teacher, of course, can give the proper instruction and the children can duplicate that. Yes. So I've noticed that it's that background element of calm and attentiveness and an eagerness to learn that gets taught to the students at a very young age.
Yes, you're absolutely right. The students learn how to be respectful, how to be calm, how to be accountable for themselves and accountable for their work that they do. And if it's a very calm atmosphere, a pleasant atmosphere, there's joy in learning. Excellent.
Now tell us a little bit about teamwork. What do the kids learn here in second grade as far as teamwork is concerned?
In second grade, we really talk about teams, talking about helping one another, working together. And as you can see, I have their tables are grouped together in fives so that we work with each other. We work in pairs. We just talk a lot about giving to one another, helping one another. It is also good that if we place students, slower students or students who have a difficulty with certain areas, if they're placed with another child, they work together. And it works for the group much better than having the teacher always saying, come on, let's do our work. So it really provides for the child to work with their partner, and it is their social skills, helps build their social skills. They depend on one another, they work together. And of course, so many students are in sports, they know what teamwork is. And they just prove it in the classroom when they're doing their studies.
Could you give us an example of group projects that students participate in?
Some of the group projects that we do in second grade are, we did a city, we created a community. We were studying about communities, so we created our community, and each group created a different part of that community. A lot of work we do on writing reports and then standing up and giving reports, we'll do it as a team. So each team takes a different section. If we're talking about weather, there may be 2 children that will work together on tornadoes, another student will work together on floods or hurricanes, and then they come up as a team and present that to the rest of the class.
So as far as teamwork is concerned, what the children get to experience is they all get to experience the fact that they get to contribute something. And they're not only graded on their individual basis, but on their group participation basis. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Very good.